Peace everybody, back with another video. This is R. Kelly arraigned today on bribery charge possibly related to 1994 marriage to Aaliyah. So this is a charge that R. Kelly got in trouble with today, and he was arraigned today in court. And as you can see here is R. Kelly in an orange jumpsuit, and of course R. Kelly is still behind bars until his trial date, which will be sometime next year. R. Kelly will be arraigned Wednesday in New York, even though he remains in jail in Chicago. He'll appear by video as a judge in Brooklyn hears the case for a new bribery charge against Kelly. So R. Kelly was arraigned today in New York, even though he remains in a jail cell in Chicago. So there's no way they could have bring him Chicago to New York. He appeared by video as a judge in Brooklyn hears the case for a new bribery charge against Kelly. The singer is accused of scheming with others to pay for a fraudulent identification document for someone identified only as Jane Doe on August 30th, 1994. So the singer has been accused of scheming with others to pay for fraudulent identification. And you know, that's some serious charges right there. For someone identified only as Jane Doe on August 30th, 1994. A day later, Kelly married 15-year-old R&B singer Aaliyah in a secret ceremony at a hotel in Chicago. Kelly was 27 at the time. So it happened a day later that he married 15-year-old Aaliyah. R. Kelly was 27 at the time, which I think was a bad idea, because no grown man should be with a minor still. None whatsoever. And of course, Aaliyah, she knew how old she was, but she didn't know that R. Kelly was 27 at the time, unless he said something to her. I don't know. But I totally am against a grown man marrying a minor, for real. The marriage was annulled months later because of her age. So months later, the marriage was annulled because of her age, because she was 15 at the time. Kelly's attorney said he'll plead not guilty. He has already entered not guilty pleas to more than a dozen sex crime charges filed against him. So R. Kelly is going to plead not guilty. This is what his attorney said. Well, first of all, when you're with a minor, you're guilty. A 15-year-old has no business being married to a 27-year-old. None whatsoever. And he said also he has already entered not guilty pleas to more than a dozen sex crime charges filed against him. Well, of course he's got dozens of sex crime charges against him because of what he did to all these girls by meeting here at Mickey D's, meet him some here, there, everywhere. Who knows where he met them all at. But he had no right going after minors that are under the age of 18 or 17. And it's a shameful thought that he went through all this mess. R. Kelly should have known better, but instead he bribed his way into Aaliyah's life to marry her, and she was 15 at the time. And R. Kelly was 27. So, and of course, R. Kelly's attorney is saying that he'll plead not guilty. Well, he can plead not guilty all he wants, but where it started from with Aaliyah, that's where most of the mess started from, is with her. And then, of course, R. Kelly made his way up with the other girls as well to have unprotected sex with them. And And you know, and these girls had came out with their story and said, "Oh, R. Kelly did this and R. Kelly did that." Even his ex-wife Andrea Kelly also came out with her story of what he has done. Leave your comments below. I am out.